we'll get the idea as to how to work it out. So we'll have the theory worked here. Okay, I think once we do the, I think we can't copy it. Okay, we can't copy it. So once we are going to do that problem, okay, we'll revisit this page and then we'll work it out. So we'll start from the problem number 1. So problem number 1. So we'll start. So the question is, calculate contribution and profit from the following. Sales is 1000 units at 10 rupees, 10,000. Variable cost is 6 rupees, fixed cost is 8,000. Okay, so we can do it in two ways, the same problem. So we'll copy the format first. So first we'll get it from selling price. So selling price per unit is 10. Per unit is 10. Variable cost is 6. So contribution per unit is going to be 4. And we can find out the total contribution. Okay, how do we find out total contribution? Multiply 4 rupees per unit into 1000 units. You will get the contribution. Okay. See, from there on, you can deduct these elements. Okay, you can deduct these elements. You can deduct fixed cost and profit. So why are we multiplying 4 into 1000 here? Because fixed cost will not be in per unit. You should not convert it into per unit. Okay, so fixed cost in this sum, it is 8,000. So that leads to a loss of 4,000. Okay, so it's not profit, it is actually loss in this sum. Okay, so we can also do this sum in full amount. So let's work it out. See, they have said that sales is 10,000. So if you want, we can take the number and do it. So 1 second. Sales is 10. So that gives you 10,000. And variable cost per unit is 6. So that's 6,000. So you can now deduct, and fixed cost is 8,000. So if you see, you have a loss. Okay, loss is 4,000. Okay, so the key numbers are this profit or loss, and the contribution are the key numbers here. So however you do it, you will end up with similar answer only. Okay, so as we do the sum, we'll get an idea about it. We'll move on to the next problem. Number 2. So here we have certain items to be computed. So we'll first copy the format. So format is very important. So this problem tells you the selling price per unit is 60 and variable cost is 30 per unit. Fixed cost is 10,000 per year in a year. Sales forecast per month. Okay, hope it's correct. It's per year we'll take. Okay, so all the numbers are in per year only. So let's work it out. The first one that he wants is contribution and profit that he wants, then PV ratio or CS ratio, then BEP in units, BEP in amount, MOs in units, MOs in amount, then what will be the profit for 1 lakh of sales, and what number of units that must be sold to earn a profit of 25,000. So these are the total questions here. So let's get the answer for this. So we can work out in both ways. Okay, we'll work out in both ways. So we'll work out actually in per unit itself. Okay, we'll work out in per unit. So selling price is 60, variable cost is 30, contribution per unit is 30, contribution total should be 30 into 900 units. So that leads to 27,000. Okay, and fixed cost is 10,000. So thereby profit should be 17,000. Okay, so if required, we'll use this format. We'll use this format if required. If not required, we can just leave it. Okay, we don't need to work it out. But usually only when things are required we do, or else we can leave it. Okay, so we'll start with these. What are these items here? We'll start with what is a PV ratio. So this is about PV ratio here. See, PV ratio tells the relationship between the contribution and sales. Okay, so this is the ratio here. What does this ratio tell you is, it tells you how much profitability a product is. Okay, assume that you have like 5 products, it can easily compare between the 5 products and tell which product has the highest profitability. Okay, we can't say like profitability, but contribution wise, which one has a higher value. Okay, so the higher is the better. The higher the PV ratio or CS ratio is the better. PV ratio refers to profit volume ratio. CS ratio refers to contribution sales ratio, but both are similar only. Both are like same ratio only. So let's apply it to our concept. So you can use either per unit wise you use, or you use total amount. You will get the same answer. You don't need to worry about that. So this is number 1. So let's find out the answer here. Answer would be 30. Contribution is 30. Fixed cost is, sorry, sales is 60. So which leads us to 0.5. Okay, so that's about the first one. Let's get the second one. Second one is, okay, sorry, that is actually the second one. So getting the contribution was the first one. So the third point that we have to deal is BEP in units. What is BEP? We'll again go to our theory. See, BEP refers to break-even point. Okay, so this is a point at which you will make neither a profit or a loss. So you can find it out in 2 ways. One is BEP in units and BEP in amount. You can find it out in 2 ways. BEP in units tells you in which unit you are going to break even. BEP in amount will tell you in which sales amount you will break even. So essentially they are like similar only. Okay, so we'll take both of these formulas. As we have seen the idea what it is, we'll apply. So formula is very simple. Get the fixed cost. Fixed cost is 10,000 divided by contribution per unit. Contribution per unit is 30. So your answer should be this number. What is this number? This number is units. At this number of units, you will neither make a profit or loss. Okay. And he asks you, what is the BEP in amount? How can you find it out? Okay. See, this is the BEP in sales. Okay. Multiply the selling price. BEP in units into selling price will give you this answer. So we'll take this number. We'll take 333 into what's the sales amount? Sales amount is 60. So we'll find out. Okay, see, it's essentially like 20,000. It's essentially 20,000. Okay, this is the amount. At 20,000 of sales, we achieve break-even point, right? So that's about this concept here. So we have done 4th also. So now we have to move to the 5th one. So we'll look at what is MOS here. See, MOS refers to margin of safety. Margin of safety refers to what is the profitable part of sale. Okay, see, sale is divided into two parts. One is the sale that is made to recover the cost, and the sale that is made which generates profit. So higher the MOS, higher your profit is going to be. Okay, the formula is MOS in units is profit divided by contribution per unit. MO is an amount is this formula. MO is in units into selling price per unit. We'll copy it. We'll paste it. Okay, done. This is our fifth formula. This is our sixth one. So let's get the answer. So answer is profit is 17,000 divided by contribution per unit, which is 30. So that will give us our answer. So if you see, this is the profitable sales. Okay, this is a profitable sales. If you want, you can also have a proof. Proof is total sales equals to BEP sales plus MOS sales. Okay, let's check whether it's correct. So what's the total sales? Total sales in the sum, it is 900 units. So 900 is of two parts. One is 333 BEP sales and the other one is 567. Okay, add both, you will get 900. So that's about the proof. Let's get this answer. So MOS in amount would be, get the MOS units 567 into the selling price. Selling price is 60. So if you multiply, you will get the answer. Okay. See, by this way also you can add and get the answer. What's the total sales? Total sales for this company would be 60 into 900. So how much does it come? 60 into 900. So that actually comes to 54,000. So you can tell 54,000 of sales amount is equal to 20,000 of BEP sales plus 34,000 of MOS sales. Okay, you can also work it out like that. Okay, so you don't need to show proof in your exam, but this is a technique, okay, to check whether your answer is correct or not. Okay, sometimes if you forget MOS formula, this is a shortcut. You know what is the total sales units and you know what is BEP sales units means. Direct both, you will get the MOS sales units. Okay, it's like shortcut. You can try that also. So we have put it for both. So this is for units and this is for amount. Okay, done about it. So we have two more parts. Okay, sum number 7. What is they require? They require what will be the profit for 1 lakh of sales. Okay, if sales is 1 lakh, what would be the profit? Okay, it's very simple. Take this entire format and you can quickly get the answer. Okay, so if selling price is 60, so for 1 lakh units it would be how much? Okay, it would be 60 into 1 lakh. Okay, is it 1 lakh of, okay, see, the sales is in amount. The sales is in amount. Okay, so 1 lakh is going to be the sales value, right? 1 lakh will be the sales value. So we'll do the longer way, then we'll do the shorter way. Okay, so how many units is this? How many units is this? This would be 1 lakh is the sales amount divided by 60 per unit. Okay, so that will roughly be like this, 1667 units. Okay, So multiply that number of units with the variable cost, that's 50. Okay, and the difference between this is going to be 50,000, right? And I think that's not contribution, that's going to be contribution here. And what is the fixed cost? Fixed cost is same 10,000 because that will never change. So your profit will be 40,000. See, this is a longer way of doing it. Okay, I'll also do a short way. The short way is this. Okay, expected profit equals to expected sales into PV ratio minus fixed cost. It's a very small formula only. Okay, let's get the answer. Expected sales black, PV ratio 0.5, fixed cost 10,000. That's it. Get the answer. Okay, so you got the same 40,000. Okay, you got the same 40,000 without doing the format. Okay, how did we get it? See, there's a relationship between the sales and contribution is a PV ratio. Okay, so if you know what's your sales value, multiply by PV ratio, you'll get contribution. From there on, you direct your fixed cost, you'll get your profit. Okay, it's actually quite simple. See, it's all about doing more problems. Okay, so number of units that must be sold to earn a profit of 25,000. So we'll just type the question here. Number of units to be sold to earn 25,000. So let's get that here. So how do we work out this? So we have again a formula. Okay, expected sales equals to expected profit plus fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. Okay, we'll do it that way. So our expected profit is 25,000 and our fixed cost, which is always the same, which is 10,000. Contribution per unit, we have already found out it's 30. Let's get the answer. So you have to put some brackets or else it will not work. You got a number. This number, okay, this number represents units. Okay, so that's about it. So if you take 1167 and you multiply in this manner, okay, multiply and use this format and do it. So it's going to be like 60 into 1167. You will get 30 into 1167. You will get contribution, direct fixed cost, you get profit, and that profit will be 25,000. Okay, so you have to do these sums again and again, then only you'll get a grip of about these sums. Okay, and as a bonus, we'll just look at this. We found out that if BEP units is going to be 300, okay, BEP units is going to be 300 units, 333 units, our profit will be 0. Will it be correctly like that? Let's check. Let's check that also, so that you get an idea. Okay, so we'll start. So if you sell 333 units, what will be your sales? 333, one second, 333 units into selling price per unit. This will be your sales, this will be your variable cost, and this difference will be your contribution. Okay, so why are we not getting that exact answer is because there are so many decimals. Hope we got it right. Okay, I think we got it right here also. So it's 10,000. We'll just put 10,000. Okay, this would be our profit. What is our fixed cost? Our fixed cost was 10,000. So contribution is 10,000, fixed cost is 10,000, answer is 0. So hope you guys got the idea here. Okay, hope you guys got the idea here. So at BEP, okay, units, your profit will become 0. Okay, loss will be 0. So that's about this problem. We'll do another problem. Okay, another very similar problem next. So we'll take a break and then we'll do it.